Previously on All My Children.
Did Haley make you cry, Mommy?
Yes, Meryl, Haley made me cry.
In Erica's case, timing is everything. Her heart is still recovering from one major trauma. One sudden shock could be life-threatening.
Jake is having second thoughts.
A deal is a deal, and he promised to stay out of your baby's life.
Hey, Max. What's that over there? That over there, right there.
That's my French fry.
What French fry? You see a French fry?
Look, Daddy, over there. Gotcha.
Max, don't play with your food, honey.
Has someone seen the ketchup? No.
Yeah, you used to ask for ketchup around here. 10 people would run to give it to you. Now, Edmund and Dimitri are off gallivanting who knows where. Jillian's living at Myrtle's. Ryan's in jail because he confessed to a crime he didn't commit.
Oh, why don't we save these grown-up topics till after Max is in bed?
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. Hey, Max. What do you say after dinner tonight? We skip TV and I'll read you a story, if that's okay.
Why don't you like my mommy?
You know what? I've been thinking about it.
What have you been thinking about?
I could kill myself for leaving you alone at Uncle Palmer's.
Oh, don't worry about that. I was
You don't have to worry about it. No, you weren't, honey. You were alone with Braden. This guy's psychotic. We don't know if he's psychotic. We have no idea of knowing how dangerous he is right now.
We had a very interesting conversation.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, did he happen to mention why he decided to trash my life and your friendship at the same time?
He's under a lot of pressure. I don't know why, but he made it very clear that he was.
But if Marion and Stuart were Colby's godparents, they'd move heaven and earth to make her happy.
I already told you I asked Jake and Tad.
But that was before Colby had a family.
Well, Adam, without Jake, there would be no Colby.
Yes, well, I want to give Jake all the credit he deserves for her DNA. But as far as parenting goes, any kind of parenting, that's really for us to say, isn't it? And Liza, I think we'd all be better off if Jake had nothing more to do with your little girl.
Then a paternity suit might be successful.
According to Trevor, absolutely. I just need to make my claim before Adam puts his name on the birth certificate.
And if you decide not to do this?
Adam marries Liza. He raises my kid.
As a Chandler.
Like that, I want to be a good friend to Liza. I really do. I don't know. I have to keep my word, and I feel really strongly about that, but I don't know if I can do that if Adam's in the picture.
Well, anyway, at least now you know what your options are. Which way are you leaning?
Well, I was hoping some point between the appetizer and the dessert you would fill me in on your infinite wisdom.
Well, I'm always with you, but this is one decision you're going to have to make all on your own.
No, I'll make it. I need to make it before time runs out.
Oh, Stuart, help me out. Keep Joe busy while I have a little talk with Jake.
Okay.
Well, if it isn't the doctor's Martin out on the town.
Oh, my goodness. Marion, Stuart.
Excuse me while I take your gorgeous son away for a tiny little chat.
Of course.
What the hell is the matter with you? Have you no decency, no sense of honor? Because I swear to you on everything that's good and holy, I will die 1,000 deaths before I let you ruin my daughter's life.
If you want a straight answer, never ask a doctor. Right, Mom? Because they're all control freaks. Every one of them. Yours were, right? All were. But lucky for me, I don't take no for an answer. I just go ahead and do it myself.
Oh, David, thank heavens I found you. Would you please tell this impudent little man who I am?
Not now, Mother.
You see, I told you he was my son.
This can wait, Mrs. Bennett.
No, this most certainly cannot.
But the doctor's very busy.
This doctor will simply get off his high horse and take care of this matter once and for all, or he will not step 1 foot inside this room.
Now let's just have a look at what happened to my face.
I have an ill patient waiting for me, and a mood that's rapidly deteriorating. Now, what is so important that you need to delay me?
I apologize, Dr. Hayward. I didn't realize Mrs. Bennett was your mother. The hospital will, of course, extend her every professional courtesy regarding her bill.
Yeah, and any other charges, you simply refer them to my son.
Of course, I'll correct the error immediately. Sorry to bother you.
Honestly, David, this is a miserable working situation. California was so much better.
Well, I would suggest you taking a trip there, Mother. But something tells me I'm going to have to foot the bill.
Well, don't be silly. I have plenty of money.
Is that so?
Bank's full.
Then why all the sturm and drang at the expense of some poor billing clerk?
Oh, why not? I might as well get something out of being your mother.
It was nice, Vanessa. Let's not do it again.
No, David, don't go. I came all the way back to the hospital. Let me take you to dinner.
Oh, I don't think so. I can't afford it. And Eric is waiting.
No, fine, let's see her together, dear. That would be fun. I'd like...
This isn't some social call. Erica is my patient. I'm her doctor.
And I'm your mother. And apparently that doesn't count for anything. You'd rather cater to Eric.
Goodbye, Mother.
David, you're such a good doctor, I know, but it's just a shame that I never have a chance to see it firsthand.
Erica, what are you doing?
Marion, I'm not trying to ruin anybody, and I certainly don't think I'm being dishonorable.
Well, then walk away from Liza right now.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Well, you have no choice.
Marion, as usual, this doesn't concern you.
The hell it doesn't. You promised my daughter she could have that baby on her own, with no strings attached. And now you're creating this mess because you don't like the idea that she may be marrying Adam? Well, who are you to tell Liza who she can love or cannot love? I mean, is your male ego so fragile that you think you're the only one who could be the father of this baby? Why are you standing there smiling at me at a time like this, Jake?
Because obviously you love your daughter very much.
Well, of course I love my daughter.
Okay, so could it be possible that I might have the same feelings for the child your daughter is carrying? As always, it has been very interesting to speak with you, Marion, but I have dinner reservations with my father, so if you'll excuse me.
Isn't it great? It's wonderful to see a father and his son having dinner together, isn't it?
It's a disaster.
Well, something's wrong?
Something is titanically wrong, Stuart. I have a sinking feeling that Jake might create a mess tonight that could really end in a tragedy.
Why? What?
He's reconsidering.
Oh. But what?
About whether he's going to be the father of Liza's baby or not.
Over the day, Ted Martin couldn't afford to eat in McKay's, let alone the Valley Inn.
Maybe we should just go.
Why? Because they're whispering sweet nothings to each other over there? I think we should get this out in the open and settle it right here and now. I'll be glad to set Tad and Jake down and tell them that we have reconsidered the godparent issue.
No. Not yet.
Well, when? At Colby's christening?
I appreciate that you want Stuart and my mother to be the godparents, but I'd also appreciate it if you just leave it alone for right now and just let me field it, just for now.
But surely they must realize how your circumstances have changed.
Oh, they're very well aware of the changes.
And give them credit for understanding. The important thing is your little girl's welfare, not a couple of bruised egos.
Oh, Adam, it's not that simple. There's something that I should...
Max, what makes you think that Haley doesn't like your mommy?
Max, honey, you shouldn't worry about things like that. Go ahead and finish your dinner, sweetie.
You know, Max, I was just telling your daddy just the other day what a smart boy you are. I bet you hear that a lot, right?
Mommy says I am.
Yeah, she's right. And you'd also be right if you thought that we had our share of problems around here. We do. You know, I bet you've heard things, you know, like arguments and voices raised. Yeah. You know, adults do that. Remember how you were mad at Sammy because he wouldn't let you play with his blocks and you didn't speak to him for like the whole day? Adults can be like that too. We argue at each other, we get mad at each other, but you know, that doesn't mean that I don't like your mommy or that we can't try real hard to get along, right?
You know, I think this is kind of big stuff for Max to handle before bedtime. So, what do you say, young man? You ready for your BATH?
I don't want a bath.
Oh, you're so smart. And just for that, you're gonna get a bath anyway.
Will you read to me after?
You bet. Say goodnight.
Night.
Good night, big guy.
Sweet dreams.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, I can't believe I let my personal feelings do that to that little
No,
boy.
you didn't do anything.
Oh, Mateo. I've been so angry at Raquel that I didn't stop to consider what my resentments would do to that sweet child.
My goodness, how wonderful you two. We had no idea you were here.
Perfect, Dennis? Yes. Do me a favor. Could we get 2 more place settings, please?
Yes, Mr. Morris.
Well, what do you say to a bottle of Cabernet, huh?
Well, I'll pass. I need to have a clear head.
Well, then I can highly recommend the cranberry juice.
Yeah, either that we could send a bottle of cyanide over to Adam's table.
Here, here.
Excellent idea. Tad mentioned that you were having some second thoughts about the baby thing, and I just want to know that, want you to know that if you need anybody to talk to, or if there's anything I can do to help.
Thanks. Can you make Adam disappear out of Liza's life? Start.
You know, if I had the power to do that, I would have evaporated that man years ago.
You have any idea what you're gonna do?
Well, I was telling Dad earlier, I'm just trying to keep an open mind about everything.
But he has seen Trevor, and there are clear-cut legal options.
Come on, Liza, let's go get your coat.
I don't want my coat. I want to eat.
You're too sick to eat, darling.
Since when?
Since you came down with morning sickness or evening sickness. Oh, please, darling, come down with something. We've got to get out of here. This place is a potential disaster area.
Jake?
Your future husband is sitting 20 feet away from the man who would like to be the father of your baby.
Mother, Jake hasn't decided anything yet.
Do you think he's dining here with his father on some kind of whim?
He's got dinner. They're hungry.
Yes, hungry to add your daughter to their cozy little family tree.
Mother, you are overreacting. Jake is only thinking about the baby. Thinking. He's pondering. He does that. He's very intellectual. It doesn't mean my life's about to change.
Stuart, Marion seems all a Twitter. Any idea why? Liza's pregnancy's got her all sort of anxious. I think I'll take her home. You haven't had dinner yet. Oh, I'm full. You're full. Yeah, all the little crackers with the fish on them. Gravlax? Yeah, Gravlax. I'm all filled up with Gravlax. But that wasn't dinner. Those were appetizers. I had a big lunch.
Liza, please listen to me.
Adam, I really think you should have some time alone with Liza right now before the baby comes. So I'll just go. Stuart.
Mr. Chandler?
No, not now.
There's a gentleman here. He'd like to speak with you. Something about a political contribution.
Oh. For heaven's sake. We gotta go home, Marion.
But we just got here, Stuart.
Jake.
Oh, Stuart, not you too.
Liza, you need some time alone with Jake. Alone with Jake.
Stuart, I'm not sure we're doing the right thing here. All right, say goodnight to Adam for us, will you?
This is ridiculous. Hi. It seems we're all dining at the same place tonight.
Liza, how are you?
I'm well. Colby and I are fine. Jake, could I talk to you alone just for a minute?
You really shouldn't have done that, Erica.
Well, it's my face, David, and I wanted to have a look at it.
Well, what exactly did you see?
Nothing. I mean, I saw another bandage, and I saw a lot of yellow and brown stains, and I saw enough gauze to supply 3 hospitals.
Well, the staining is from the surgical antiseptic Dr. Weiss uses on your face.
Staining? Then it's not permanent.
No, betadine washes off.
Oh, thank goodness.
Come on.
I mean, I didn't stay out of the sun all this time because I'm a vampire.
I'm not laughing.
Oh, you should. It might actually cheer you up. Thank
Here.
you.
Do you know why I told you to sit in that chair?
Because you're a control freak?
You have layers of stitches, Erica, inside your chest that need to heal. You pop one of those sutures, and I'm gonna have to go back in there and repair it.
Oh.
So the next time you decide you want to wander off, you keep in mind that it's 10 times harder to repair a tear than it is to stitch the first time around.
I just wanted to see my face.
And you will, but not now. Do you have any idea what you could have done to your face if you touched it with unsterile hands? Dr. Weiss doesn't wear gloves to cover up his manicure. He does it to save your face from infection.
Well, you don't have to be so maudlin.
And you don't have to be so headstrong.
I just wanted to take a peek under the bandage. Big deal. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I could be scarred for life. Is that true? I could be scarred for life?
All My Children will be back in a moment here on ABC.
I was merely saying that if your face does become infected because of prying and introducing bacteria, that yes, it is possible that you could suffer some lasting effects.
Well, you'll be glad to know that that won't happen. I mean, not just because I'd have to look at it. I could just throw all my mirrors out. But it would really have a devastating effect on enchantment. I mean, I am enchantment. And hundreds of people depend on me for their livelihood. My face, the way I photograph. I lose that and, well, it would be like you losing your hands. Can you imagine that?
No, I can't.
Well, So Dr. Weiss comes in and drapes my face with gauze. Naturally, I'm curious. But if you say that I have to be a model patient, well, I will be.
I think you've had enough excitement for one night. You need to get some rest.
Aye, aye, doctor.
Now, don't touch your face.
Okay. Doctor? You're forgetting something? When I'm good, I'm very, very good.
Good night, Erica.
Oh, come on, Kate, eat something.
I hope I'm not too late for a visit. Oh, my God.
Liza, I don't think right now is the right time for this, so.
Well, when would be a good time?
I don't want to be pushed into a decision we're all gonna regret.
Well, can you ballpark it for me?
Can you go back and have dinner, please?
Jake, I just want to know what you're thinking.
I already told you what I'm thinking. And I'm sorry that's not an answer, but that's the best I can do for you right now.
But you gotta understand what's going on here. Adam is sitting over there suggesting that I relieve you and Tad of godparent duties. I mean, think about that.
How about you and I visit the bar?
This is between me and you.
Yeah, I know, but I'm so much better looking.
Excuse me.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go have a little chat with my ex-husband.
This is a mess?
What a mess. You know, when you were a little tyke, you had a habit of snatching the business end of my stethoscope and refusing to let it go. It was your favorite game. I always could tell when you were going to do it because you get a wild look in your eyes and then you make a sudden grab for it. Remember, I would have to peel your fingers off it one by one before I was able to go to work. You had a very strong grip when you were little.
I guess I still do.
Once again, you have done it again.
Then what?
Learned nothing.
I'm remarrying Liza. Now you're remarrying Tad.
I'm talking about the baby, Adam, and you know it. You just can't wait to be a father again, can you?
No, I can't wait to be a father again. As a matter of fact, I love Goldie.
This isn't about love, Adam. This is about you being possessive. And it's a power trip on your part, and you're just destroying anybody who gets in your way.
Cheers.
I mean, why is this happening?
Here, drink this.
I think I'm gonna heave.
No, don't. Hold that thought.
I mean, I have a fiance who's in love with my child, and then I have this sperm donor who doesn't want to sit idly by while she calls somebody else daddy.
But just somebody else. Adam Chandler. Attila the Hun, a man who has destroyed the life of anybody he's ever even hugged.
Well, maybe he is. Maybe he's all that and more, Tad, but he's also the man that I love.
Well, Jake doesn't love him.
Well, Jake doesn't get a vote.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
No. No, you don't get to do that. You're my best friend.
Liza.
Not when I need you.
Liza.
Remember when you and I were together with Jake and you told him just to stay out of it?
Liza.
Are you telling me that you want him to fight me?
I am your friend.
I thought we were best friends.
We are. We are. And the last thing I want to see is you go through the ringer.
But
Jake is my family. And if I have to choose a side on this thing, I'm going to choose his.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Erica. I don't know how I could have been so rude.
That's all right.
No, it was unconscionable.
No, obviously you weren't prepared that you'd be walking into a production of Phantom of the Opera. It's really awful, isn't it? All these bandages and these bruises. I mean, I saw myself earlier, and I almost had the same reaction myself. But David reassures me that as long as I keep the wound clean, that I will recover if I don't die of boredom first.
Well, David can be very reassuring when he wants to be.
Yeah, well, we both know your son will not win any prizes as a humanitarian, but he is a wonderful surgeon. I mean, he saved my life. He repaired my heart.
Well, that's all very well, but what about your face, dear?
I'm in it for revenge. What I want is total destruction of the man.
I'm in it for love. I am certain Joe still has feelings for me.
And together,
We'll get exactly what we want.
Joe and Karen will be history before you can say, I do.
Escape to Port Charles, America's fastest growing soap.
We're all guilty of fighting in front of Max.
No, Mateo, this is on me.
Haley, after everything Raquel has put us through, all right, everyone, especially you, no one would blame you for being angry with her. I'm angry with her.
Mateo, you can't make this okay. I know better. You know, you hold on to resentment long enough, the next thing you know, you're wrapped around a bottle.
But you didn't pick up a bottle.
Well,
Come
but
on,
I went right on hating Raquel, and now Max has to suffer for what I've done.
What do you always tell me? You can't control your feelings, right?
This is different.
How? Because Max has his own feelings?
No, because I'm the adult. And if I had kept my side of the street clean, then Max wouldn't go through life thinking that all the grown-ups in his life are a bunch of traitors.
Traitors? He doesn't think that.
Come on, Mateo, come off it. You saw the way he looked at me.
Yeah, he's confused.
No, he's not confused. He knows the score. Exactly. If you notice, my explanation of how Haley doesn't hate Mommy didn't really fly.
We've always been clear with him.
No, we
upfront
haven't.
with
We've been
him.
bringing him into our world, Mateo, and my mother did that to me. Yeah, she had no idea how to protect me from what she was feeling. If it lit her up, I knew about it. No, there's no way to behave in front of a child. You know, it's not a safe feeling. It's not good for Max to go through life thinking that his mother is surrounded by people who hate her. It is not safe. And every inch of that child is you. It sends chills up my spine. I'm sorry that I did that to him.
Come here. Listen, I tell you what. We won't get Max mixed up in all our stuff from now on. All right? How's that sound?
Sounds like the best plan I've heard in a long time.
Come here.
Good night, Mijo. Sweet dreams.
Mommy,
What is it, baby?
does Daddy like you?
Well, he used to, Max. Once upon a time, your daddy loved me very much.
Why did he stop?
Because he loves Haley now. And not me.
Don't you like Haley?
No, Mijo, I don't. And I want you to stay away from her, okay? Because you're my precious boy. And you love your mommy, right?
More than all the stars.
More than all stars.
I'm sorry you took me away from the dinner, Stuart.
If you'd had your way, your dinner would have been Jake's head on a platter.
A fitting tribute for a man who should be silenced.
You know, I hate to say this, but it's really none of your business.
Liza is my daughter.
And it's it's Jake's child. If he wants to help raise her, then that's something that Liza and Jake have to work out.
Not if I can stop him first.
That's just dumb.
What?
No, that's the way Adam thinks. All of his life, he's messed with other people's lives, and it always turns out the same. Everybody gets mad, and everybody ends up doing exactly what they want to do in the first place. Who says we always know what's right?
Stuart, we're having an argument.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. We are totally disagreeing.
Yeah, I guess we are. Ow, 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 oh, oh.
What's wrong?
Oh, my arm, oh.
Oh my God, Stuart, what is that? Should I take you to the hospital?
No, I need Nurse Marion. Oh, quick, get me Nurse Marion for my arm. Oh.
Are you ever gonna get Nurse Marion, my darling? First of all, you're gonna have to tell me where it hurts so I can fix it.
Oh, I think it's right here above your knee somewhere.
It's like talking to the wrong end of a mule.
I think I gotta go find out what's going on with Tad and Liza. Joe. Not now, Adam. I'm busy.
Joe, I don't know what the hell is going on here. But I think maybe we should have a chat about what is possible and what is not possible regarding Liza's baby.
You think that, do you?
Yes, I do think that. I think sometimes a more mature mind can sort of sort things out better.
Adam, take a look at that young man over there by the table.
Jake, your son Jake.
Right. Now, Jake is eminently capable of taking care of himself in any dispute with you. But as his father, I think I should tell you, if you do anything to mess up that young man's life, you're going to be one sorry millionaire.
Why does she have to marry Adam?
She's self-destructive?
I can't stand the thought of Adam raising the child that it makes me sick. She says that she can protect her.
She can't. I mean, I don't mean to tell you what to do, but I don't think I would be being a very good friend if I didn't tell you that your fears are completely substantiated.
I know. She says that he's changed.
Well, it's because she's in love with him. And because he knows how to play her. I mean, he gives her flowers and romance and fairy tales about what a great father he is. And it's all just a game. Hey, the minute he doesn't get what he wants, he's a monster.
Jake, I need to say something to you.
I know it's really something, isn't it? These bandages are just so over the top. You should see what's under here.
Oh, have you seen the wound?
Well, no, not really. I mean, I tried to take a peek. That's when I discovered there is enough gauze here to stock 3 hospitals. But luckily, David stopped me, in time before I took the dressing.
I see.
It was a lucky thing, actually, because according to David, I really could have infected the wound and caused terrible scarring. And actually, David was extremely severe with me, and I really felt like telling him to go to hell, but he happens to be right, and so I've agreed. I will be a model patient, and I will not touch my wounds, and I'll just have to wait to see my face until they're all healed.
And David says you will heal, huh? Unless an infection sets in some reason causing scarring.
Well, there's absolutely no chance of that. I would never risk infection. My face is my fortune, and according to the great Dr. Hayward, I will be fine.
Well, I'm so very happy for you, delighted that you're on the mend.
Well, thank you, so am I.
But then again, I've known my son, ever since he was born. And I have learned to take the things he says with a little grain of salt.
Vanessa, I know that your son is very selfish and he's very arrogant, and he treats his mother like dirt. Are you trying to tell me that I shouldn't trust him either?
For such a clever woman, Mother, it's a shame that you never learned how to read. The sign outside clearly states that visitors need permission to enter.
Silly. Everyone knows not to take those signs seriously, dear.
Is that so?
Yes, I mean, you go stark raving mad in a place like this without visitors. And although you did pass by my room hundreds of times without stopping. But no, I think Erica needs a good dose of cheering up.
Not now, Mother.
Oh, don't be such a prude, dear.
Don't meddle in my affairs.
David, your mother's just trying to be friendly. And besides, as far as I'm concerned, I feel very strong. I mean, I could entertain a room full of visitors. Be nice to your mother, Doctor. Let her stay.
Well, no, darling. Let my son have his little temper tantrum. Please, I'll visit another time.
Vanessa?
Yes.
There is something I wanted to say to you. My secretary called earlier and, well, the check that you wrote for the benefit, apparently there's been some mix-up. It bounced.
Oh, that old nonsense. I mean, I adore my accountant, but he's a little bit over. I will take care of that. Toot sweet.
I was sure there was a good explanation.
I will make the call right now.
Please get some rest. I'll come and check on you soon.
Dr. Forrest, dial 118.
Hold it.
Dr. Forrest, please dial 118.
You're broke, aren't you?
I told you I have plenty of money.
Good, because I'm done paying your debts. And I would appreciate it if you would leave town before you embarrass us both.
Is this what they mean by make-up love?
Where did you hear that?
TV?
Yes, I suppose it is.
Feels great.
Mm-hmm. Why shouldn't it? You know, they say when lovers quarrel that often the intensity of their argument can ignite their passion.
Oh, like a big bonfire.
Yes, exactly, like a big bonfire, only hotter and wilder.
Oh. You know, there's one thing about us. We never had any lack of fuel, even when we didn't fight.
That's true, my darling. There's one thing we are never going to lack, and it's fuel. Definitely.
For some reason, Eliza's having a difficult time saying this, but the truth is, you and Tad are no longer needed as godparents. I thank you, of course, for all you've done for Liza and for Colby. But now that Liza and I are getting married, Colby will have a real family, a real father, proper and legal, in every way that is important. So, thanks anyway.
It's a penalty for homicide.
He's not worth it.
I'm out of here.
Jake, wait a minute.
Wait there. I'll go after. Okay, we'll both.
You are one disgusting piece of work.
You are in deep trouble. You want to explain to me exactly what's going on?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
On the next All My Children.
All right, I need a hand.
It's gonna change our life.
I want to make love to you.
Oh, but Adam, it's not going to be like it was before.
Well, let's find out.
Why'd you have to screw this whole thing up?